You were listening to a Nerd Room podcast, a member of the Star Wars Commonwealth Podcast Network. Be sure to check out more from the Star Wars Commonwealth on the web at starwarscommonwealth.com and take your first steps into a larger world. Hey everyone, welcome to the Nerd Room, where we talk all things Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. This is episode number 101. We'll be discussing 2018's most anticipated in Nerd. I'm one of your hosts, Tim.
I'm Troy.
And I'm Sunjay.
Welcome to 2018, gentlemen. Woo! Happy New Year to everyone out there in podcast land and listening to us right now. Welcome back to a fresh start, a fresh year. And with that comes a fresh slate of films. This year is going to be absolutely massive, not only in film, but in collecting, in comic books, and maybe even a little bit of TV watching. But before we get into all that, how was your New Year's, guys?
Mine was pretty average. I passed it at 9:45. And, woke up in 2018.
Nice, you slept for a year.
Yeah, mine was pretty straightforward. How about your guys'?
Mine was not as exciting, or just as exciting as yours. I think I fell asleep around 11 and just didn't really care. I was just like, it's just another day. Like, I know I'm going to have to get up early tomorrow with the little one, so it's just another day.
Well, I kind of went a different direction. After having a really intense December and moving and just my life's been absolute chaos with work and all that, I decided I'd have a little bit of fun. But it's weird because you ever get like this adrenaline rush when you're out at a bar or whatever and you step out of the bar and all of a sudden your body just shuts down and all of a sudden you're asleep in a cab? Yeah. Like, that happens to me a lot. That happened to me down here in my basement. I had a few people over. I didn't have that much to drink, but then all of a sudden I was like incoherent. So at midnight, I managed to stay up to midnight, watched this really weird countdown from our mayor, and then I wandered upstairs and fell asleep on the couch.
Wow.
And
Nice.
like my wife was down here till like 2 or 3 with the rest of our friends. I was upstairs. I woke up, had no idea where I was, what happened. Like, and I don't drink hard alcohol. Like, I drink light beers, like almost water. Yeah. And I had like maybe 6, and I don't even know what happened.
Were you drugged? I'm a little bit concerned for your safety.
I'm a little bit too. I never even thought about it. I just took it as my body just was like, okay, let's relinquish all of 2017, all that weight you're carrying right now. We're just going to take it all off right now. And my body just went bleh, and slumped down into just a puddle.
Maybe your wife drugged you.
Maybe she just didn't want to hang out with me. I'm done with you for 2017. But guys, while we're sitting here talking about 2017, before we jump into the future, into 2018, and talk about our most anticipated films for the year, our nerdier resolutions, and some about collecting and comic books, Troy and I have a little something to do here. We have our Sithmas gifts from the Commonwealth Exchange. And unfortunately, we didn't get to open them last week, but we're going to open them right now. And I'm going to throw it to Troy to start here. So rip open that package, my dude.
All right, here we go.
So this is the last of the Sithmas gifts to be opened as far as I know.
What could this
We
be
need to play
right
dramatic
here?
music.
What could this be, man? I think there's a little bit of a spoilers last episode of who hooked it up right here. So let's see.
Bet you it's a signed picture of Sunjay.
And I'm Sunjay.
Coming
there.
soon to a t-shirt.
Oh, man.
That should be our like promotional material.
This is packaged
Wow.
pretty well, eh?
Priority mail.
Holy smokes. Oh, man, what do we got here? Almost there. Oh, man. What? Look at that. There's a Vader.
Dude.
There's Vader. Oh, my God. What? And it's so... Oh, man. I saw this online once, too. It's so... Oh, man.
Is that signed by the artist? Look at that.
It looks like it is signed by the artist.
That's awesome poster.
That is
Dude.
crazy. Holy smokes. So is this from the man himself? Is this from Corey?
This is.
This is from Corey. Oh, shoot. Chopper City. No. Corey, man. Thanks, dude. This is huge. This is going up in my nerd room instantly. I might even have to stop recording right now. And put this there. This is so cool, man, because you got like the Twilight Apprentice here, basically episode, right?
It's brilliant.
At the back. That's awesome. Then you got Vader rocking the Rogue One Episode 4 armor. Man, that's perfect. Dude, thank you so much. This is going up in the nerd room. I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to show it to you guys all on the Twitter page. So sick. So grateful.
That's
thank
beautiful.
You.
It looks
Awesome,
really
right?
good,
I'm gonna
right?
pass it around here and let you guys.
Well,
have
you
a
pass
taste
it
of
to
that.
me, you're not going to get it back. Except you're a pretty big guy. You could probably just take it from me. But,
That is so sweet, man. Oh, it's like my
dope.
favorite episode of Rebels ever, right there. So good.
Original art too. Just beautiful stuff.
Oh, it's so good. It's crisp. It's clean. It's
That's
perfect.
awesome. I can't wait to see that up with your Vader collection
Oh
too.
man, yeah, I'm gonna have to frame those guys and put them up. Looks so cool. Corey, man, thanks, dude. Huge.
That's awesome. That's sick.
Wicked.
All right, I'm gonna crack mine open here, and thanks to Customs,
Shoot.
I do know who this is from. This came from our wonderful brethren over in the UK.
is it tea and crumpets?
See what we got here. Oh, sick.
Oh man, what is this?
Oh, this guy, he knows me. He knows me. Got a Praetorian Guard Funko Pop from The Last Jedi. Holy shit. Got Paige, 3 3/4 inch,
Oh man,
and Rose.
I didn't even know they made a page.
Yeah, Paige and
Holy
Rose, 3
wow.
3/4 inch. Oh man, honest to God, don't have any of these. This is
Wow.
brilliant,
That's
and
sick.
like I said, I know from the Customs forum, it's from our dude Rob Wade over at Talk Star Wars. So Rob, thank you very much. This is awesome. This is gonna look so sick. I've got Kylo and the First Order Stormtrooper. I've got everything else except for these two. Actually,
That's
I was waiting for
crazy.
them to go on discount, and I don't have this Praetorian Guard. Praetorian Guard. Oh man, thank you so much. That's the best part about doing this exchange is that everyone got something so unique and so personalized. Like I'm a big collector of Funko Pops, 3 3/4 inch. You know, Corey looked at you and got the Vader.
Oh, so good.
I wear shirts, so
Well, and too, it fit kind of. The thing I liked about from what Rob gave you is that it fit your style, right? It was very much towards kind of the movie buff in you, but also had kind of this Star Wars outline.
oh, it's beautiful. I'm gonna wear it to every Star Wars movie from now until Episode 32.
So this is a great tradition. I'm glad that we did this as a whole, as the Commonwealth. So make sure to go check out the other Commonwealth podcasts and hear them open their systems. It might be a bit past the time. I know some people, things were trickling and as they went through into the new year and that. But this is a lot of fun, and it was great to get people talking and chatting about different things. And it's something fun. It's a little bit of anticipation and something that we can all link the podcast up with too. So again, thank you to everyone that partaked in the Star Wars Commonwealth gift exchange, Sithmas gift exchange. I have such a hard time with that word. Just too much this.
yeah.
But that puts a nice cap actually on 2017 for us. And now we're only looking forward. We've pivoted from the past and now we're going into 2018, which is going to be an absolutely huge year, not only for Nerd, but also for the podcast. We teased last week a couple of new things that we were trying out and looking forward to revealing on this week's podcast. And so we have two things here. We threw up a poll on Twitter to determine our next retrospective series. As of June 2018, we are going to be finished with the MCU retrospective as Infinity War drops. And we're going to continue with the Marvel movies, of course, doing our normal weekend of release reviews. But now we want to start something else, another monthly show where we can pick up on the retrospective and that hole that's going to be left by the MCU being completed. And we threw 3 franchises up: the Dark Knight trilogy, Terminator, and Jurassic Park series. And overwhelmingly, the choice was the Dark Knight trilogy.
Nice, good pull, Troy.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, so
Thanks
we're
for all
going
you
to be
guys voting.
looking at the Dark Knight trilogy come June. Now, one question I want to throw out to both of you. Buddy Brad was in town from Toronto. He was just scooted by for a couple hours the other day. I was pathetically hungover. And he asked if we were going to expand it to do the whole Batman series.
Wow, I like that.
Whoa.
Like
That's
Batman
a lot of nibbles.
66.
Yeah, start from 66 and go right up through Returns and Batman and Robin, and then finish off with the Dark Knight trilogy.
I like that.
So what are you guys' thoughts on that? That expands it a bit, and that maybe limits us to doing more different franchises. Like we also had someone suggest maybe Back to the Future, which I'd love to do. That's
that'd be
Stubaka
good.
on Twitter. Shout out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like. I'm wondering. Maybe let's think about that. But definitely, we're gonna do the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll expand it out because that puts us from 3 films to 7 or 8.
Can we still do Batman v Superman again?
No.
I was just gonna say, as long as we're not covering the DCU.
Every Batman film, Troy,
You can go and catch our review of Batman vs Superman in episode something back there.
and hear about it in episodes 1 through 100.
And 101.
Yeah. So if we do all Batman films, are we going to include then Batman Mask of the
That's
Phantasm?
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You have to, because that's
You
one of
have
the best
to.
ones of
Right.
all the
Okay, so
films.
maybe
Yeah.
we'll do a bit more of an expansive review of Batman in general.
Batman,
And maybe we'll see. We'll count the months out to this releases, and maybe we'll end up running into the Batman or something like that at some point.
Hopefully
Probably
it works
not,
out.
but maybe.
It'd
Who
be
knows?
pretty cool though, because essentially all these films would lead into the Nolanverse, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all those films, like their failures, led to like Christopher Nolan stepping in and making that awesome trilogy.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
influence on them
Yeah.
and individually.
It's nice too because you guys start with Burton, then Schumacher, and
We're
then
going to 66.
Yeah, it's going to Adam West, man.
Adam West. Yeah,
you gotta do
R.I.P.
the peace eyes
Yeah.
hippie dance.
Sometimes there's not a good place to throw a bomb. it's an interesting film.
I bet you I've not seen that in decades.
The 66.
Yeah, if at all.
Yeah, it's
I've
good.
seen the original TV show, but
Oh, yeah.
nothing beyond that.
I gotta admit, I always loved that Batcave. For some reason, the
Yeah.
Batcave and the phone.
I agree.
always
Yeah.
loved those things.
Like in when you pull the head up and push the button and the elevators or whatever, the poles.
It's
Yeah.
so cool.
In The Dark Knight Rises, actually, you can see that phone in the background of what's his name, Robert Blake? No, not Blake. Blake. Robin.
Oh,
His
John Blake.
Yeah,
John Blake. Robin
yeah.
Blake. Yeah. Robin.
John Robin Blake.
Yeah. his place. There's the phone in the background.
So it's
Really?
all connected to the same.
yeah,
universe?
yeah. Nolan said he was a big fan of 66. So
Of course.
yeah.
And the other thing that we wanted to discuss here, and maybe open a forum a bit, we're tossing around this idea, and we teased it last week as well, of a new podcast. And we're maybe trying to rearrange our schedule more to fit in a couple more monthly shows. And one thing that we had tossed out there, actually Troy had tossed out there, that we both really like the idea of, is the Nerd Room Detours. Now, this is a kind of a new podcast idea that we had that is just going to try to capture some of the banter that we have before and after the show. Some of the unfiltered stuff and some of the stuff where we're just kind of going off on random tangents that isn't exactly structured in the same way. So it wouldn't be an overly structured podcast. It'd just be trying to capture just maybe more candid talk about random things that maybe aren't very specific to Star Wars, Marvel, DC, or kind of an off-the-cuff discussion on whatever, a film that we saw that doesn't really fit or conform into kind of the main podcast series. So that's something that we're talking about doing here. And we're going to do it. It's just when we're going to do it is the next thing, and how and what the format's going to look like. So we're going to try to get some banter before and after the next couple episodes and try to jam it together and see if we get something that is at least coherent. And we're going to be restructuring a bit. There's always going to be the Thursday Nerd Room episode for sure. We've got a Rebels after show. We've got the retrospective series. And then hopefully now the Nerd Room Detours, where we'll be looking to put something together on the schedule where we have maybe 2 monthly shows on top of our normal weekly releases of the Nerd Room. Now, Troy, do you want to elaborate a bit more where this idea came from?
Yeah, you basically covered it, man. It's just kind of like, way back, I think it's on Teletoon, there was a segment called Star Wars Detours, and it's just kind of, as a kid, it kind of felt a little more underground, a little darker, into like, I think the Clone Wars animated series, and it just felt a little more adult, I guess you could say. And I don't know if we have much of a kid audience anyways, but I just feel like it'd be kind of cool to pretty much do exactly what you just mentioned. We might drop some F-bombs here and there. Who knows? We don't know what's gonna happen
A
on
little
this show.
X-rated.
X-rated. Well, Sunjay's always X-rated.
The porn bots.
Can't help
So
it, guys.
they'll have a home.
They're like, finally, we're influencing them.
No, we'll go that crazy, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun just to, like the name says, take a bit of a detour from what we do on a weekly basis and even on a monthly basis with our film reviews. And we may try to fit in maybe more candid discussions of movies like Dunkirk or something like that we don't really cover on the main cast because that's not really the focus of it. And just try to do a bit more of something a little different, try to expand the podcast without really doing too much extra work on our end.
Yeah, I'm all about, more output for less work.
Well, it's all the discussions that we have anyways, right? We usually have about half an hour before, half an hour after the podcast, where we're just talking about random things as we're kind of getting ready to sit down and actually podcast about Star Wars, Marvel, and DC.
Exactly.
So why not try to capture some of that and just, like the name says, take a little bit of a detour from what we normally do. So watch out for that. Watch the Twitter feed and the Facebook page for that. We'll be announcing and kind of rolling out this a bit slower than normal as we're trying to catch up with the MCU retrospective respective series and try to actually find a format that this fits into as far as scheduling and all that. So we're going to be expanding again with the Nerd Room in 2018. We try to do this each and every year and do something a little bit different and see what lands, what sticks, kind of just not so much throwing everything at the wall, but trying to throw something and be a little bit more creative. We're always looking to expand those creative horizons and all that. And this seemed like a logical path after Troy kind of threw this at me over on Christmas. So that being said, 2018, now the podcast is going to be doing some different things, and everyone always has a resolution, and we like to call these nerdier resolutions. What are you going to do different in Nerd for 2018? And we're going to throw out our 3 nerdier resolutions, and we'd love to hear from you guys. What are you planning on doing different this year? How are you going to collect different? What books are you going to read? What are you going to commit to as far as film watching? We'd love to hear. You can always throw us an email at thenerdram@gmail.com or hit us up on Twitter or Facebook and let us know what you're doing in 2018. What is your nerdier resolution? And we're going to give you guys ours right here. I'm going to throw it to Sunjay first. What is your number 1 nerdier resolution?
You got this? I'm going to actually start collecting home movies.
VHS?
No, I'm just kidding. I already do collect VHS. What I'm going to do is, my goal this year is to pick up 52 steelbooks. That's one a week. I think it's manageable. I don't know how many I got last year, maybe 100. So this is cutting back a bit.
In half. A minimum, you're saying a minimum of 52?
A minimum of 52.
Okay,
52 is a nice round number. Yeah, it's round. Yeah.
And where do you find these? Just all Best Buy or?
Best Buy, on my travels. Yeah. You know, it's like I go to, the Goodwill store sometimes has them, flea markets. So just wherever I find them,
nice.
And trying to locate them, trying to get good prices on them, and thanks to Tim, I'm now addicted. So, Tim, you're a jerk.
No, that's a very good one, because I want these to be, as they're called in the professional world, SMART goals. So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant or realistic, and timely. Yeah. So something you can actually point and say, look, I did this in 2018. So that's a good one. I like that. Troy, number 1.
Yeah, keeping it comic books, man. I'm going to try and cut down at least 2 or 3 pulls from my comic list out of like my 10. And I don't know exactly which ones those are going to be, but I want to cut those down and actually start investing more into the trades. Just because one, like I love reading trades, like 4 or 5, 6 issues even in there, and they display so well.
Yeah.
Especially when I got some Hot Toys coming up, display them with the books. So yeah, definitely cutting back on some of the single issues and investing more into the trades for my comic books.
That's Marvel, right? Like, you're not going to get rid of your DC brethren, are you?
I like Superman, but I might have to cut Superman, but just go as a trade.
Yeah.
Because I'm so far behind. But I really do like the Superman.
Kryptonite in my heart. Like, forget about the death of Superman. This is the most shocking thing to happen to Superman since Nicolas Cage almost played him.
Dodged the bullet on that one. Yeah.
All right, my number 1 on my list here is read, or I got in brackets here, listen to a minimum of 4 Star Wars books this year. I really fell behind, especially in the last 6 months with my Star Wars reading, keeping up with canon, and I want to get back into that. So I'd really like to try and make the time throughout the year. So that's what, a book a quarter, more or less. Yeah. And I think I can manage that, a book every 3 months, and try to keep up. So I got to decide which books are going to be. But given the Thrawn, I got to finish Thrawn, of course. Yeah. And then I want to see what comes out next, because one of my predictions here is that they're going to drop some either Snoke or Luke Skywalker, either book or something to that effect to fill in that time. Because now that they've made a lot of those reveals in The Last Jedi, they're not waiting till the episode 9 to reveal who Snoke is. They can go back now and fill in a lot of that time.
For sure.
And so I'm looking forward to them doing a bit more of that. But that might be, or I might try to catch up just with what I've missed in 2017. So number 1 is read minimum of 4 Star Wars books.
Well, I can help you out, Tim. What I'll do is I'll get the books, and I'll record my voice reading it for you, and having my inflections and my tone, and then you can listen to me reading you Star Wars.
The Nerd Room audiobooks.
That's a brilliant idea.
You can find it on Podbean.
The Nerd Room detours.
And I'm sure you'll have all the full pronunciations of the names too.
Snoke, Luke Skywalker,
you're golden.
Ray,
Admiral Urkbar.
You're pronouncing it wrong. Okay, it's Bar.
All right, Sunjay, you're number 2, nerdy resolution.
My number 2, this may come as a surprise, but I want to pick up 1 Marvel book, just one a month, no tie-ins, nothing too out there, something of the darker variety of Marvel. Something like a Ghost Rider, a Blade, a giant-sized Man-Thing. That's an awesome name for a comic. Something like that, where it's like vampires, kind of horror-esque. I don't even know if they're putting out a Blade or Ghost Rider or Man-Thing, but
Morbius.
Morbius.
I think there is a team up of Blade, Ghost Rider, because it's kind of like a Midnight Suns, but I don't think it's called that. But I think there is something like that right now.
Oh, perfect.
Going on. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
He's going to take the leap.
I'm gonna take the leap. I'm gonna, make mine Marvel. Well, one of mine Marvel.
Brilliant. Troy, what do you got for number 2?
I'm cutting back, man. After May, after we get Infinity War, I think I'm fully stepping back from the world of Marvel Legends. I think I'm pulling the plug on those guys. They kind of been, I don't really want to say a disappointment, but I feel like they've been lacking in certain things. And I don't really necessarily like the direction of the Build-A-Figures. I don't necessarily like the direction they've been going with the lead, with the female figures. They've been lacking articulation. They've been recycling the same heads. If you look at, I think it is Black Widow, they used the Mary Jane head on her, and I'm like, that's kind of whack. It's pretty weird. So just
well,
things like
no
that have kind of been
female
bothering me.
superhero will ever do well in a film. Like, so why even bother putting them in there?
I sense a little sarcasm.
Yeah, so for those reasons, I'm stepping back. The Black series has been great. I mean, they've been stepping up big time with the new 3D paint for the heads and all that. So sticking with there, but I'm cutting back on the Marvel Legends after Infinity War. I'm pretty sure we'll get a pretty sweet lineup.
Yeah,
of figures then.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Big Thanos.
Oh yes, the gauntlet.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Speaking of gauntlets, did you see the gauntlet in DC Metals? Number 4, the Batman Infinity Gauntlet.
The Batman Infinity Gauntlet?
Batman has an Infinity Gauntlet where he has a gauntlet and has all the different colored rings of the Green Lantern Corps.
Oh.
So it's like green, yellow, pink, red.
Jeez.
Check it out.
Another DC copy. Come on, boys.
Well, they wanted to call themselves Marvel.
Who's
2
writing it?
comics,
Bendis?
but, just wait till Stan Lee comes back.
Yeah, sure. All right, my number 2 here, along the collecting lines, is I want to begin collecting or restart collecting my Star Wars vintage figures. I've got about 50 or so figures themselves, and I want to get at least 10 new figures. That's the number I'm putting on it. 10 new vintage Star Wars figures to add to the collection this year. I'm going to be turning to some of the guys over at Talk Stores to help me kind of align as what I should be getting and what I've got and kind of how to maybe expand the collection a bit more and try to get some of those harder to get figures that I am missing. So I think there's about 96 or so in total, and I've got about half them.
This is all the Kenner line?
Yeah,
the pop colors?
Yeah, the original Kenner line. And I'm not looking for anything that's like high grade. I just kind of want kind of the bashed up figures. Something that looks okay, but I don't need something that's super high grade or on a card back. I like the loose 5 POA figures in that line. And yeah, I really want to get back into it because that's what really got me back into Star Wars collecting. And in about 2005 or so was the vintage action figures and going back and collecting them with my dad.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of feeling a bit reminiscent there. And I really haven't done much of it over the last couple of years because I've put so much focus on other newer Star Wars collectibles. And this year I've got this real feeling, and some of it is Mark's fault over at Talk Stores. He's recently got into it, and I kind of got intrigued again, and I pulled my figures out when I was moving here, and I'm like, I'm gonna build a big shelf for them, and I want to get the whole collection loose at some point here. Sick. So I'm gonna start in 2018 driving towards that full Star Wars vintage line collection, not the new vintage line collection that's coming out in spring of 2018, but the actual 1977 through early 80s action figures.
Nice.
All right, number 3, last one, Sunjay, for you for this year.
We have beautiful movie posters all around your room, Tim.
Yeah.
And, there's about 30 DC films that have been released to movie theaters. One of the goals of mine is to try to get all those films, the movie posters of them. So I have about 10 of them right now. All 5 of the DC Extended Universe, the Nolan trilogy, all 3, Superman 2, Superman 3, Batman Returns, Batman and Robin. So I'm lacking quite a few. My goal is to add 4 this year. Definitely Aquaman will be a pickup. But I want to get some of the older ones, like the first Superman the movie, the first Batman, maybe even a Green Lantern, whatever. I want to get them all. So I have to eventually pull the plug and get a Green Lantern. So my plan is to get 4 DC Comics movie posters this year.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. You get that basement finished. We get them all out.
That's a 2025 project.
All right, Troy, your last and final nerd year resolution.
Yeah, I'm going to cheat here a little bit. I'll sneak in a second one. But basically, I'm going in with the Hot Toys, man. I got the Anakin coming out in July. And I want to get my hands on maybe a Vader or a Homecoming Spider-Man, one of those guys.
Nice.
And walk that dark path. And I also want to step up my my movie score game a little bit more. So again, I want to get back in collecting some of those CDs. You know, I want to get the Last Jedi score. Because actually, anything in that movie, I really love the score. I think it's like one of the best scores we've had.
Got right behind you.
Oh, yeah, look at that, man.
Dude, you know,
That's fresh. Would you get it at Sunrise?
I know. I got it for Christmas. My wife got it for me.
There you go.
So I'm sure, Sunrise.
There you go. Well, yeah. So I'm definitely gonna walk that line, man, and get some more scores.
Have you ever thought about going into like the vinyl? Like I really, that's something that's
cool.
like on the tip of my purchasing fingers at this point.
hipster.
Well, I've got the original Star Wars on vinyl. I've got Empire Strikes Back on vinyl.
Whoa.
I've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 on vinyl.
Nice.
Dude.
So I've got some, like I've got a small collection. And I've often thought, like, it is, sure, a bit hipster or whatever, but I like the sound of vinyl records, and I just like the look of it, like having it set up even in here or out in the other area.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool, and it's unique, and it's kind of a nice piece of, physical media that you can listen to, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of taking you back to that nostalgia. That's what a lot of storage is about, right? It's nostalgia, and it's just like, I didn't grow up in an era of listening to records, but I like to think that I would have really enjoyed that if I had it.
Yeah.
And so like I'm right there with that. I don't really know if I want to go down that path because it's just another avenue of collecting that I'd have to get into. So I don't know. I do like that. It's cool.
It would be pretty sweet.
I do like that one, and I've actually been playing with the idea myself. I really like the Man of Steel score
Oh, I love that one.
and Batman vs Superman score. So I've been looking to get those two. So, if you're picking up some soundtracks, let me in.
That's
let
all
me know.
Hans Zimmer, eh?
Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I do like that Superman theme. It is good.
Yeah.
It's haunting.
So we need to do like a top scores in movie episode or something like that.
I'd be down for
Star
sure.
Wars wins number
Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones.
Back to the Future's
Back to the
good.
Future.
It's all what's the guy's name?
John Williams.
John Williams, yeah.
Jaws.
Yeah, man.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he kills it.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
All right, my number 3 for this year, my final nerd year resolution is, like you, Troy, I want to revisit my comic book pull list. It has really lagged, but I want to put 4 to 5 comics. That's it. I want to read a solid short pull list. Of course, one's going to be the Darth Vader ongoing.
Yes.
Of course. And I've got to pick 4 more comic books I'm going to slot in there. And now that doesn't include the random pickups like Storms of Crate that's coming out or it just came out, and the DJ comic and kind of one-shots and miniseries, but 4 to 5 ongoing series. So I'm probably going to try to slide in Cap, a couple Star Wars, and 1 or 2 other Marvel books, and just keep it at that, because I found the one thing that was always weighing me down with a huge pull list, like 10 to 15 comic books, is that I never had enough time to do everything and read them. Yeah. So the books that I really loved, I fell behind on because I was trying to keep up with so many other things. So having a really defined pull list, I find is going to allow me to get back into comics and really enjoy the comics that I'm reading. And then if that starts to lead into a few other things, that's okay too. But I need to have a set pull list that's really small, really just streamlined is what I want.
And I guess you're already cutting Guardians, because Guardians ends soon.
Yep.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Guardians
crazy.
ends?
Yeah.
They're ending Guardians of the Galaxy?
Well, it'll come back.
It has to. Yeah, it has to.
Well, no. Marvel, when a series ends at Marvel, it never comes back.
Ever.
They never renumber. They never, have 3 or 4 different volumes in the same year. It's one and done.
One and done. Refresh. Get that line. Get those numbers back up to 700-800. So no, we're going back to 1. Number 1. 4 number 1s in 1 year.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's a nice wide breadth of resolutions. And like I said, we'd like to hear what you guys are thinking about doing different in Nerd this year. Are you going to be expanding your comic book pull list? What are you going to be collecting this year? How are you going to be collecting? Like I said, we'd love to hear from you guys. Just let us know. thenerdrm@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter or Facebook.
Or Instagram.
No, we don't have an Instagram account.
Or Foursquare.
You were supposed to start the Instagram account.
Or what's the other one?
thenerdroom.net, our website.
Can you say that one more time?
thenerdroom.net.
That's perfect
What about
advertising.
MySpace? We got MySpace.
Yeah, we got
Right?
MySpace, right? We're bringing it back.
Yeah.
Sanjay is in charge of our social media platform at this point. Going forward. Good luck, sir.
May the odds ever be in my favor.
All right. No, we mentioned a bit of collecting here. And Troy, you've alluded to how you're going to be changing and how you're going to be adapting to your new collecting, to the hot toys, to cutting back on Marvel Legends. But I'd like to intrigue you with a few things here in 2018 for Star Wars collecting.
All
and see where
right.
you sit on this.
Cool.
So we've got the 3 3/4 inch, the vintage collection, as I mentioned. Now this is a 5 POA collection. This is going to hit that price point of what we're probably seeing around $8 to $10 mark. And they're resuming from the original vintage collection, resuming the numbering at 116. And we know we're getting Rey, Kylo, a First Order Stormtrooper, Dr. Aphra, Jyn Erso, a Death Trooper, Cassian Andor, an Assault Tank Driver, and a Hoth Trooper. So a lot of these are repacks. So you're just buying the new card.
Oh, so they don't look kind of like the original Kenner line, do they?
No, so they're very much exactly probably the Kylo that you're seeing right here.
Okay.
First Order Stormtrooper that you're seeing right here, but just repacked on the vintage card back.
Oh, okay.
Will that intrigue you enough to jump into the 3.75, the 3 3/4 inch line?
Nope.
At least he's honest.
No, that's cool. No, I'll always come around here and I'll check out the 3 3/4. But, so it's basically essentially like what they did with the 40th anniversary.
Exactly.
Basically, right?
Exactly.
On the 3 3/4 line.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And what did you say was it 5 points articulation?
Yeah, 5 points of articulation. So they're keeping in line with the original vintage series, the 5 POA.
Yeah.
But the sculpts are going to be updated to what we're seeing now. They're not kind of going back, and it's not like how they do with the kind of the Rebels where they kind of make them realistic. They're not trying to take Kylo and make it look vintage.
Yeah.
Although that would be fairly cool to do.
Yeah, for sure, right? The colors would be popped.
Yeah, very unique.
Yeah.
But no, they're going to be doing that. And I agree with you. This line is something that's going to be pick and choose for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to take definitely the Dr. Aphra here. And the Death Trooper, I love the look of it.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be picking these up, not in full waves, but just pick and choose as they come out. And try not to get all in on it. Like, I have all of these figures already. Do I need them on vintage card back? Probably not.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll see. We'll see how they look. But definitely the Dr. Aphra, it's going to be very, very difficult to get. But it's going to be one I will be chasing this year for sure.
I'll keep my eyes open for that. That'll be pretty sick, man. You know what would actually capture my interest is a return to the power of the Force. If there's
the buff?
If I'm ever getting like a 3 3/4, it's the buff. I don't know why I love those G.I. Joe looking Star Wars figures, but I thought they were so cool looking.
Yeah, they were ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they're also the first ones I collected too.
Yeah.
So have that bit of nostalgia. It's almost for our generation, it's almost our vintage line.
Exactly.
To a degree,
yeah,
right?
For sure.
So you hold some of that nostalgia there for that. Like, I have a whole bunch of them still on card back.
Wow.
In a bin back here that I should actually get out for a recording one day. Like, I have Leia and a whole bunch of others. And those like the Obi-Wan Kenobi was the first action figure I ever got.
Wow.
And so I'd love just taking it out sometimes, being like, this is what started it all.
For sure.
This is what started my Star Wars fandom.
So cool.
Yeah, which is pretty wild. So that's why I have a soft spot for the 3 3/4 inch line. And that's why I still collect it to this day. It hits me in the right spot.
The feels.
For the Black Series, I'm still loving this. You said that you're loving this too. The sculpts are looking amazing. They are getting fairly good distribution across Canada now. I haven't really had a hard time finding anything this year. Knock on wood. Not this year, last year. But hopefully this year they continue that distribution. EB Games has been really, really going hard at the Black Series. And even Walmart has been doing really well. Toys R Us, they've been getting a lot of stock in recently. So we'll see how it does as we approach to Solo, a Star Wars story. Having this big overlap of The Last Jedi and Solo action figures. It's the first time we're ever going to have a Star Wars movie 6 months removed from another. And having those toys actually overlap. Because in the past, usually we have about a year of freedom, of space between Force Fridays or Rogue Friday, between that September to September release. But now we have a movie, and it looks like we're going to be getting all of our action figures dropping in April of this year, 2018, the first run of the Solo figures. But we've yet to see even the end of The Last Jedi figures, Wave 3, Wave 4. Because we've still got DJ that was revealed at, I think, at San Diego Comic-Con or one of them here. We had Lando in the Jabba Palace disguise that was revealed. Forlom, Dengar, and a Rey from Act 2. So we have all these figures that have been released, and also Grand Moff Tarkin.
Isn't Rex in that line too? They redid Rex.
Yeah, so he was in that. He was an exclusive.
Yeah.
I know Corey picked him up. I think that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, if I'm not wrong. Or HasCon, maybe.
Yeah, and then there's another one, because I saw it actually on Twitter today or yesterday, but there's another Rex that's coming out as a single pack, and they redid his head. So his head now has the current technology of the 3D printing.
Oh,
and it
okay,
looks
on.
way
Like
better.
Timur Morrison. But
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So they'll be re-releasing him as well.
So it should be a little easier to get, at least that one.
Yeah, and the characters we're missing too in the Black Series is like a Phasma from Force Awakens or from Last Jedi. Luke. Like, not we've got him in his Jedi garb, but the outfits that he wore, I'm hoping we get one with him with a lightsaber, whether it's Force projection Luke.
Right.
Like, that would be really cool.
That would
right?
be cool.
Or kind of the outfit that he wore on Act 2.
Yes.
So and even if they went back and did like Jedi Master or Schoolmaster Luke or whatever, right?
Oh, that'd be so
And with
cool.
the green lightsaber.
Yeah, and some green milk.
Yeah. Making that face. Making
Yeah,
that
green
face.
milk.
Put down a card back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and then so also with the Black Series, I mentioned Solo, right? So that's coming out in May 25th of this year, probably one of our most anticipated films, somewhere in that list.
Yeah.
And Yak Face, they recently revealed that we have what looks to be the first case pack ratio for Solo. So this will be dropping sometime in April. It looks like we're going to get Han Solo, or young Han Solo, an Imperial Range Trooper, which I don't know what that is, so a new trooper, Captain Lando Calrissian, so we're going to get Donald Glover in Lando Calrissian form. They're going to be releasing the Grand Moff Tarkin that was revealed, I believe, at Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
With the Imperial Probe Droid. So
Nice.
It looks really good. And a Death Squad Commander in the Jawa, so repacks from the 40th anniversary.
Okay.
So we're going to have kind of 3 brand new figures from the Solo film and 3 older figures or previously revealed figures and repacks. And then Lego looks like they're dropping at the end of April as well. So that was released by Brick Fanatics. There was a Solo kind of poster with April 20th reveal on it. And it looks like Funko Pop's going to be dropping in early April as well. So Solo looks like the toys. I thought it would be maybe more February if you kind of count back 4 months from the release date. But it looks like April is going to be the big release for Solo action figures and merchandising. Are you going to be jumping into that?
Yeah, I'll probably grab Solo for sure, and I'll get a Lando and a Tarkin. I'm definitely look forward to. I'm really hoping, at least in the second or third wave, we will get like the original Han Solo too. I hope they re-release that. I know they did already with the 40th anniversary, but I really gotta get my hands back on that figure again. But yeah, those would intrigue me the most. I'm curious to know about what's his name's character or the actor. He's
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. I wonder if we'll get a figure of him eventually down the road.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Depending on what he
Because
plays.
this is probably with 3 new characters or new figures. Like Han Solo and the Range Trooper are double packed in the case, but this is probably the smallest release, I think, of a line. I can't remember what they released. No, they released quite a few for Rogue One as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if we get multiple waves, or they're going to try to cut back a bit on the merchandising here.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing that has been thrown out as speculation, is that this is the reason why Solo is actually coming out in May, is because the merchandising is all done. Like they've already signed the contracts and they've
Just
already
waiting.
put the figures into production, right? And they can't say, well, pump your brakes, guys. Your second quarter is going to look awful because we're not actually putting this movie out.
Right.
And you can't do anything until the fourth quarter. So it may be a bit of that for companies, that they're ready to drop this merchandise. Because they've likely had this for months.
Oh, yeah.
Months,
Sure.
not years, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully the Imperial Range Trooper is still in the film after Ron Howard's done with it. Because wouldn't that be it? Constable Zupia or C2B5, another action figure that I have that never made it into the
See it
film.
over and over again. Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to Solo. I'm looking forward to the action figures here and collecting Star Wars. And it's going to be a lot about the Black Series again, as it has been for the last few years. Pulled back on the Funko Pops, but like to pick and choose there. But really the focus is going to be on Black Series.
Yeah.
And Hot Toys for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that one. That'd be sweet to get a Lando hot toy.
Oh,
man.
Donald Glover.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And pick him up as Prowler later on in the
Yeah.
MCU. All right. Comic books, guys. 2018, we've already made some commitments here that we're going to be looking at our pull list. We're going to be looking at comic books as to what we're going to be reading. So is there anything you're looking forward to in Marvel or DC this year outside of kind of the mainstays, out of the Wonder Womans and kind of Guardians of the Galaxies for me? So what are you guys looking forward to in Marvel and DC this year?
For me, the big thing would be Doomsday Clock finishing up that story. It's a 12-issue story. They've put out 2 issues so far, so the last 10 issues come out in 2018. So that actually should take us up until October. So it's almost a whole year event. So really looking forward to that. I love Watchmen. Jeff Johns is a terrific writer, and to see the Watchmen and the DC universe collide, it's iconic. I mean, we've seen everything in comics. We've seen Batman meet the Ninja Turtles. We've seen Transformers meet He-Man. We've even seen Superman meet Captain America.
Green Lantern and Star Trek.
Green Lantern and Star Trek. Yep. Green Lantern and Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we've never seen the Watchmen and the DC Universe together until now. Except in our dreams as well, because that's something we always thought of. It was like, who would win, Superman or Dr. Manhattan? Rorschach or Batman? Now we're getting some answers. So I'm super excited, and the writing's been really well done. It's not just like a action story. It seems like Jeff Johns is putting a lot of thought into this, and it's a really thought-provoking story. So hats off to Jeff Johns. It's a terrific run, and looking forward to seeing it end.
So Jeff Johns is doing Doomsday Clock?
Yeah.
So I'm totally on board, because I really loved his run on Justice League Darkseid Wars. So I'm definitely so I'll definitely pick up Doomsday Clock. For the Marvel side, I don't really know what has my interest so much. I mean, obviously I'm going to continue with Spider-Man, but it's kind of been lacking. Back to DC, though, I'm looking forward to Justice League. Eventually, Justice League is going to pick up a lot, and that's the book I'm really counting on.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Yeah.
Oh, and I should mention as well, DC, big event. Superman issue 1000, Action Comics number 1000.
For real?
Yeah.
1000.
Issue 1000 is coming out in about 3 months.
Wow.
I'm going to pick that.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
The first comic book ever to get to 1000 issues.
That's insane.
Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, hats off. Action Comics has lasted. Superman is still a top dog, despite what Warner Brothers and DC tries to do to the character.
I love how you're slowly leaning more on this side of the fence.
Yeah.
Superman, to me, is the original superhero. Without him, there would be nothing.
What year did he first come out?
Like 36, 37?
Something like that.
I think 2 years before Batman. Batman was 39.
Yeah, he was
like 25 years before Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, like
Because Spider-Man should be climbing up towards 800 soon, right?
Yeah, he's like 789, 790 right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that'd be a good pickup.
Yeah.
Because I remember when 700 came out.
Yeah.
That was a few years ago.
And just before Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
we're gonna have to all pick up that, and we need to do like a huge Superman loving.
Definitely.
That'd be cool.
He needs it.
Oh, yeah.
Big Blue's been feeling a little blue lately. Batman's been stealing his thunder. This new guy on the block, Captain America, thinks he's hot shit.
It's because he can smile.
And he's got red underwear.
All right, for this year for Marvel, I already said that I'm going to cut my pull list or re-look at my pull list and get it down to 4 or 5 comics. But there is an event that is starting actually in February here. It's called Infinity Countdown. And they're doing, it's Infinity Countdown Prime drops, it's a one-shot that drops in February, which is meant to be a prelude to this. And there's Infinity Countdown, a 5-issue miniseries that is starting in March. And this is likely to coincide with an event that has yet to be announced in spring of 2018, which will run alongside Infinity War. So tying, like, at least the theme alongside of this humongous movie that's going to be coming out in May 4th, actually. So I'm looking forward to that because I've always liked the idea of the Infinity, and this is supposed to, again, have the same sort of vein as the Infinity Saga that we've seen in the past with Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity Crusade, Infinity War, and Infinity that we got in 2013. I said Infinity a lot.
Take a shot every time Tim says Infinity.
But I like that because it seems to be picking up that thread, that Infinity thread with Thanos, with the Infinity Stones. We're seeing them teased now in a few books like Logan and Gamora and Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain Marvel as well. So they're teasing the whereabouts of the Infinity Stones, even though they were destroyed at the end of Secret Wars. But anyways, I like the concept, always like the concept of the cosmic, and this is going to be a big cosmic event. And I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm hoping that they nail it. I'm going to pick up this book next month that is looking at the prelude, the Infinity Countdown Prime. So outside of what is inevitably going to be a relatively small pull list for me, I'm going to be jumping into this event. This event has got me really excited for the idea of events at Marvel again because it is pulling on a thread that I really enjoy, and that's the cosmic end of things.
Pretty cool. Will we see Warlock pop up in that one, do you think?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
He popped up, last time he popped up that I'm aware of was briefly in AVX in one of the tie-ins.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, that's the last time I've seen Warlock proper. And before that, like the Phoenix Force brought him back to life for like an issue.
Right.
And then he was killed again.
Wow.
So I don't know if he's popped back up in any of the Guardian stuff as of late. I don't think so.
No.
But with him being teased at the end of Volume 2.
Yeah. And there's a toy of him released.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
saw
So
that.
we might start to see him, and he's a big player in Infinity Gauntlet as well.
Yeah.
And so whether or not he's going to have a place in Infinity War or the follow-up to that film, who knows? He looks like he's going to be probably more of a Volume 3, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 character, but you never know. Thanos and Infinity, or Thanos and Warlock, almost go hand in hand. So it wouldn't surprise me if we saw him starting to pop back up and trying to get people into the idea of who Adam Warlock actually is before going into a big film like Avengers 4 or something like that, or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, a lot to look forward to in 2018 with just collecting comic books. But the one big thing that we're going to focus on today, actually, is counting down our top 10 films, most anticipated films for 2018. That's something we did last year, and we just went through on a previous episode, or in our 2017 review, and we had to look at what our anticipation list looked like 1 year prior to actually watching all of these films. And it was cool to see how it evolved and how it changed based off of how these movies delivered for each one of us. I didn't finish with Last Jedi at the top of my list, and Troy's list was wildly different than the one that he had originally anticipated for. So it's going to be interesting to see how 2018 looks, because it's another huge year for comic book movies and for movies in general. There's a lot of big blockbusters, a lot of franchises picking back up their reins and running with things, the likes of Jurassic World, Deadpool, we got another Star Wars film coming, Infinity War, of course, Spider-Man, Aquaman. So there's a lot of big films to drop in 2018. And one other thing that we're going to do here tonight as well is we're going to have a little bit of fun with the box office. It's something that we talk about quite a bit here on the Nerd Room. We like it. We're kind of intrigued by it all. And we're going to be doing just a little bit of a pool, a fantasy draft for films. So we're going to be drawing numbers here. Actually, we did it just before the podcast, and I lost. And we're going to be drafting films. And what we're going to do here is throughout the year, as these films come out, we're going to be keeping track of the box office tally. And whoever has the biggest box office total at the end of the year is going to be the winner. We haven't decided on really what the prize is. We usually do beers, but Sunjay has really pushed the limits here of bets by committing to Chewbacca costumes. So maybe we'll throw that in there. Maybe another poll. We had a lot of fun doing the poll this week on Twitter. Maybe we'll put what the reward or punishment maybe.
Oh, it's like Big Brother.
Yeah.
One of us gets voted off the island.
Exactly. You're on the podcast. So it's the kind of format is we're going to do a snake draft. No movies can be repeated, and we're also going to take out Infinity War.
Well, can we add it back in? Because I got the first pick. So.
It's not happening. So it's going to kind of be how we're going to set this up. And first, we're going to count down our top 10 films, and then we'll come back and revisit this. But it's going to be kind of something fun to keep track of as we go through the year. And we're going to have dark horses in here. We'll be pulling for certain movies, maybe doing repeat viewings just to try to give that extra $25 into the film to try to get that
Can you
box
imagine we're
office total.
tied, and then one of us has to go to like the film and like, oh, I won by $25.
Yeah. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do that right at the end of the podcast here. But first, we're going to start by counting down our top 10 films. Now, we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up to our number one most anticipated film of 2018. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to run and we're just going to do 10, 9, and count our way up, each individually saying what film lies in which spot. And we'll kind of banter back and forth as to why a particular film is in that particular spot. So to start things off, number 10, Sunjay, my man, what do you got?
Right. So I'm going to the X-Men universe, possibly for the last time, Dark Phoenix.
Okay.
This is a movie, it would be higher, but I just don't know what the future holds for the X-Men. I, unlike you two, actually kind of liked Apocalypse. But it's a new director, same cast, and
Simon Kinberg?
Simon Kinberg. I don't know what to expect.
He's been writing X-Men films for a long time.
Yeah.
He's a producer, though. He's a big producer.
Rebels.
Rebels.
Yeah.
He's in the Star Wars
Fantastic
universe.
Four as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I think he also had a hand in punting what's his name off of
Josh Trank?
Yeah.
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 So
So
said,
it'll be
I don't know about this guy.
be interesting to see how this does in the theater, and I'm excited for it. Hopefully, a lot of people are as well.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess going me now. This movie's gonna do well. It's gonna be incredible. But it's just pun intended there, because the movie is The Incredibles.
Yeah.
So for me, number 10 is The Incredibles. I think it's going to be great, or it's going to do great. My flame's kind of burnt out. This movie came out quite a while ago, the first one.
Yeah.
I think we waited for a sequel for quite some time. There was a little snippet when we saw Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It's like a little teaser.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't really do anything for me.
Incredibles 2, yeah.
It wasn't
Incredibles
much
2.
they showed us, and it's coming out this year.
It's coming out this year, but I think it's going to make some crazy money. But for me, it's at the bottom. So it's number 10 for me.
All right. Well, Sunjay, you and I are aligned here. I had Dark Phoenix as my number 10
Nice.
as well.
My man.
Very much for the same reasons. I have no idea what this is going to be. I kind of like the idea of how the last one finished. I didn't like the film, but how it finished with, here's your 90s X-Men.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Revisiting the Dark Phoenix saga or story in itself, we'll see how they do. We'll see how they're able to translate this from something that should be fairly cosmic into something that looks like it's going to be a little bit more grounded again. So I'm hoping that they're able to nail it here. Like you said, this is probably the last time we're going to see this band of X-Men or this band of actors portraying these characters. And that's really it, is that they had the right elements, I think, coming out of Apocalypse, and we'll see if they can put it all together. So that's my number 10. That comes out November 2nd.
Does it make you feel old, guys, that the 90s is now retro, that they have to go back in and be like, oh, it's set in the 90s. It's so retro.
Well, sometimes I think to myself, this came out in 2002. That wasn't that long ago. Oh, yeah, it was 16 years ago.
I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what gets me.
Yeah.
2000s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah, like when I'm flipping through TV and I want to watch something new and it says came out in the year 2000, I'm like, okay, it's brand new. I'm like, oh, that's 18 years ago now. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It sucks.
All right, Sanjay, number 9.
Number 9. This was a movie that wasn't even on my list. Then they released the trailer, and I'm captivated. Spider-Man animated Into the Spider-Verse. This looks great. The animation looks fantastic. I'm excited to see what this brings, and it made its way on the list where I had it not even anywhere in the rearview mirror 3 weeks ago before the trailer came out.
Yeah, man. It's I can't wait for this film. I got to correct myself, actually. When we first saw this trailer, I made the mistake of saying Lord Miller is actually the director, and I thought he was, but he's actually the screenwriter. He's doing the screenplay for this film. It's actually some other producers or directors. I don't really know their names or who they are, but
they come to us for information, Troy, and you mess that up. Like, how are we going to be credible in the future?
Hey, you just verbally printed a retraction. So.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, man.
You're number 9.
My number 9 is New Mutants, going back to the X-Men.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It's a different take, right? This film is going to be pretty horror-like,
Yeah.
which will be pretty cool. But I don't really know much about the New Mutants when it comes to the comic books, except I love Magic. I think Magic is so cool. Klaus's sister. So that'd be cool if they make that connection in the film, because Klaus's was a pretty cool hit in Deadpool. So I wonder if they'll connect it to. Probably not, because they never connect anything in the X-Men verse.
No.
It looks terrifying also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. And the dude from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Too, right?
Yeah, the brother.
The brother.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so that should be okay. So that's my number 9, New Mutants.
Cool.
Sanjay, we're aligned here again, man. I have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Are you copying my list?
I think I might be. Well, no, I guarantee the next one we are not aligned on. But yeah, that comes out December 14th. It's late in the year, and the trailer is what got me too. I like you. I had zero anticipation of this film. I was not looking at this to be anything, but it looks really great. And I'm hoping, like we said when we did a bit of the trailer review there when we looked at it, I'm hoping that they focus quite heavily on Miles Morales and they don't rely on the Spider-Verse end of it as much as I think they probably are.
Right.
That's my one fear for it, and that's why it's so far down the list.
Yeah.
Is that I think the Miles Morales stuff is going to be good, but it may get bogged down with continuity building or universe building or trying to just throw everything into this at once. Like, are we going to get kind of like a Spider-Gwen and a Peter Parker that I don't really want to see? I want them to really adapt the Bendis run, the Ultimate Spider-Man run, and just do that. Go from the death of Peter Parker into Miles Morales and continue that story. Adapt that first, and then you can go into your universe building if it's successful. So that's what I'm hoping for this movie. I don't think we're going to get that, unfortunately. Yeah. But we'll see. We got a whole year until we see this thing. So I'm looking forward to it, though.
Hopefully there's no reshoots.
Yeah, it's animation, man. All right, let's see if we're aligned here, Sunjay. What is your number 8
My number
most
8,
anticipated film for 2018?
Similar to Troy, New Mutants.
Okay.
I'm a big horror fan, and this actually looks terrifying. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. Again, this could be one of the last X-Men films we ever get. So might as well go out with a bang and try something completely new. And it worked the last time. 2 times they did that with Deadpool and Logan. So 3rd time's a charm.
There you go.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm X-Men again. This is Dark Phoenix for me.
Nice,
Dark Phoenix
yeah.
is my number 8. Basically, pretty much what you guys said on the last run there. I think you guys said number 10. It was for you guys.
Yeah.
But I really like this class. The band of characters they have for this run. It's gonna be pretty cool. I really liked Cyclops from the last film. I can't wait to see more of him. And I love Sansa from Game of Thrones playing Phoenix here. So that should be pretty cool. And I like the Entertainment Weekly that came out a little while back. It
Right.
showed her in the Flame and the Phoenix Force or whatever. So yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, my man. I got me some Aquaman here.
At least he made your list.
You know what? This is another December movie, December 21st.
Yeah.
And we had a long time. And I'm kind of excited for this. I like Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
I think that maybe the character didn't get as much screen time or backstory that he maybe should have in Justice League. But
Yeah.
being that this is coming out 1 year later, it's probably justifiable that they didn't do that much of it because he's getting his own origin story here. I think he's a badass. He's got, I think, a little bit ways to go into becoming a household name like Wonder Woman or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this movie could really do a lot for Aquaman. And that's why it's number 8 on my anticipation list.
My man. He had all the best lines in Justice League.
It's some good ones.
I dig it.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
I dig it. Dressed like a bat. I still don't understand why Bruce Wayne was like, oh yeah, I'm Batman. And he's just like wandering through the village being like, so you dress like a bat? It's kind of weird, but
I dig
sure,
it.
I dig it.
The characterization of Batman is not Batman at all in that movie. Like when they say like, oh, like you hated Superman or you like him, and he's like, well, I don't not like him.
Yeah, that's weird.
I was like, come on, man,
That's-
Bruce Wayne would never say
Yeah,
that.
that's weird.
Calculated.
Step your game up, Josh Whedon. All right,
Jeez.
number 7.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with Sony. Let's go with Tom Hardy portraying a 90s villain, anti-hero, not Bane, although that would have been a much cooler movie, but we're going to get Venom. Yeah, see how this plays out. I'm so curious to see. This will either go one of 2 ways. Knowing Tom Hardy as an actor, anything he does, he's terrific in. Like Dunkirk, Dark Knight Rises, Lockie. The entire film of Locke is just him driving in a car, talking on a cell phone, and it's riveting. So if he could do that and put me on the edge of my seat, imagine with him with the CGI, $200 million budget playing Venom.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't work for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and that's quite the budget.
Yeah.
But we got a better actor, obviously, playing Venom this time around. So, yeah, it should be interesting. I still just don't know where this movie lies, and I'm banging on the Flash Thompson run. I really want Agent Venom, but I just don't know about this movie. I know Tom Hardy's committed, so if he picked this role, there must be something there for him to chew on, right? So it's definitely not a throwaway role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one didn't even make my list.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it's so far, like, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I think they started filming in Atlanta, so you can see some set pics coming out online and stuff. But
And him training for the role, too.
Yeah.
I think my biggest hesitation towards it is I just don't know what Sony's doing with it.
That's
Like,
the
I don't
thing.
know why they decided to put aside this idea of the MCU. They just made a ton of money
yeah.
last year from Spider-Man Homecoming. Why not just pump the brakes? Like, I get the idea of doing this Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is something like, fine, this is your Sony animation.
Yeah, this is your
completely
Pixar.
different. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
But do you want to rush a Venom? Like, what if it doesn't work and then Marvel's like, yeah, we're not touching that. Like,
Yeah.
we're not doing
Right.
Venom, nothing.
Yeah.
And that might be the way that Feige goes with this whole thing is he might say, if you're doing that, we're not touching anything you do there.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to have a Venom in this
Yeah,
universe
will be mentioned.
that you can
Yeah.
capitalize off of later on and could maybe get a franchise out of later on.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing is I just don't know why they want to step outside of the MCU at this point. They went through all these struggles to get Spider-Man himself into the MCU. They did Civil War. He was really well received. They did a film, and it was the biggest comic book film of the year globally.
Yeah.
And I think Sony took home the majority of the cash for
yeah.
that. And why not let someone just make a movie for you because they want to string their continuity through, but they're going to give you all the money at the end of the day.
It's a pretty sweet deal.
It's an awesome deal. So, and yeah, that's my hesitation with Venom and why I didn't make my
Yeah.
list.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
totally
agree.
justifiable. And the only reason why I made my list is I love the character. I love the look. Venom to me has always been my favorite Spider-Man. Well, actually, Carnage has been my favorite Spider-Man villain, but Venom's a close second. And, maybe with Sony, this will be a little bit darker and we get to see Carnage in it.
I
'Cause,
think Carnage has to be the main villain.
Yeah.
right? I think Jim Carrey playing Cletus Cassidy.
You've
That would've been
pitched that a
cool.
few times.
It makes sense. I mean, he did play the Riddler in Batman Forever, so he does have the comic book chops.
You know who I think would be pretty cool is Ben Foster.
Who's
Ben
that?
Foster.
Yeah.
You never Ben Foster. He played. This is a horrible example, but he played Angel in The Last Stand. Scratch that
Oh,
though.
yeah,
But if you
yeah.
go back to the Soldier film with what's his name, Mark Wahlberg.
Lone Survivor?
Yeah, I think it's Lone Survivor, and
Yeah.
Ben Foster's in that. He's also in Alpha Dogs. He's the older brother.
Yeah, he's a crazy.
Like go back to
okay.
Alpha Dogs, and
Yeah,
then
he's
picture
good
him
in
as
that.
Cassidy.
He's in
Cassidy.
another film recently too. I can't remember what it was. But
Oh, and he's also with Chris Pines in it's like a western like movie. He's just in the last year's
yeah,
film with Chris
yeah.
Pines.
What's it called? Hell or
High Water?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's great.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
fantastic
He's a good actor.
He's
Yeah.
great. I think he could be a really cool.
he's one of those guys that pops in a movie, you don't know he's in it, and
Yes.
then he's a supporting character, and you're like, yeah, it's like John Berthel.
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Like John, like he just shows up, and you're like, this guy's an awesome supporting character.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
always
Great.
good.
He's great. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Charma Man.
That's me right now. What are we on? We're on 7?
Yeah.
I'm going with Sicario. Sicario 2.
Nice.
I really like this film. This is your dude, the director, Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
From Arrival
Yeah.
and Blade Runner 2049. This guy
I don't
is
think
awesome.
he's directing this.
That's the only thing. That's why it's so low on my list because he's not coming back.
Oh, okay.
But we do get Benicio del Toro back, which is great, and we also get Thanos and Cable himself. How do you forget? Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
He returns in this film. Unfortunately, we don't get Emily Blunt, but that's okay because her story was pretty much wrapped in the first one. But man, I really like this film. I like this world, and I can't wait to get back into it.
Interesting. Yeah, this doesn't make my list. It kind of slipped through the cracks for me, but I really love the first one.
Oh, it's
and
great.
Such a terrific film. So I'm intrigued. I really want to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Del Toro's a bad man after watching that film.
He has
Holy
the
smokes.
lisp, and he like works through the stuff. Or no, wrong Del Toro film.
Are you thinking of? Oh,
Also, he has a lisp in that one too.
His stutter.
What? I liked the stutter. I liked it. There's gonna be a stuttering character in Star Wars.
yeah. Why not?
Forrest Whitaker in Rogue One.
Tell it.
Save the truth.
All
right. My number 7 is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Oh.
This comes out in July 6th to be exact. And I read recently, and I was not aware of this, and I still have yet to confirm this, that this actually takes place before Infinity War, even though it happens after, or it comes out like sequentially after Infinity War.
Interesting.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it would be very hard to peel off an Ant-Man and Wasp story
Yeah.
during the events of Avengers Infinity War in between that and Avengers 4.
Yeah.
Well, they did that after Age of Ultron. You remember when Age of Ultron and then Ant-Man was the next film?
I think it happened after Age of Ultron, though. Like,
Yeah, it did.
it happened sequentially. Like,
because we see Falcon.
you see Falcon, and the
Yeah.
upstate New York
Yeah.
Avengers, and you also get the Spider-Man reference as well in it.
Yeah.
So, but Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 would happen out of order as well.
Right.
Like, it happened just after Volume 1. So their appearance coming into Infinity War isn't right after. It's like several years later, I think.
Yeah, it take place. Yeah, a little bit after.
So it'd been 2014 to 2018, so 4 years later.
Yeah. Cool.
Guardians. So that's why we have a bit taller Groot.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm looking
Nice.
forward to Paul Rudd and revisiting that character. I just watched Civil War on the weekend.
So good.
It is awesome.
So good, that movie.
Like, I watched I had some time as I was kind of moving and setting things up. I watched Force Awakens, Rogue One, and Civil War in the last weekend.
Nice.
It's a good
And-
movie marathon.
Man, is Civil War good.
The airport scene, man.
It's unbelievable. And I because I remember specifically thinking like, Paul Rudd, he's only in this for a little bit, but he's really good in that role.
good.
Like, I like when he calls Hawkeye Arrow Man. All right, Arrow Man, I'm ready. And he like shoots, like, it's so good.
Or
This
here's
is
your
your
shield, Captain America.
Yeah.
yeah. He just awkwardly pats it to him, and when he meets him, he's like, "Oh, you're a guy. I know you too." he's really good in that
He's so
role.
good.
Yeah.
And picking up with the Wasp, and it's just gonna be good. She's gonna be in Infinity War as well. So that's actually gonna be our first real introduction to the costume character. We got a lot of her in Ant-Man proper. But it's going to be a fun film, I think, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be another one of these probably comedic heist type films. And it's going to be really Paul Rudd-esque, which gives another element to the Marvel Universe that, it's never lacking in comedy, but you have an actual comedic actor in that role at this point.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah, well, that's a good pick because number 6 for me is Ant-Man and the Wasp. So
we're in lockstep here,
I
man,
know,
almost.
it's pretty freaky. Yeah, for pretty much all the same reasons you said. This looks like a fun film. The first one surprised me. I think it was my favorite comic book movie of 2015. So
I liked it better than Age of Ultron.
yeah, actually, I think it was a better film. It was better. Age of Ultron has the grandiose spectacle and the action scenes were better, but Ant-Man I think was just a better film.
We will be revisiting both of those in this year's MCU retrospective series
keep it
coming
locked
out
right here.
Yeah.
before May.
Yeah.
And then I'll see, maybe my tune will change.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so that's my number 6.
Cool. Yeah, my number 6 is Pacific Rim 2.
Ooh.
Again, it's a little lower because Gilmore's not coming back, right? Del Toro's not directing
Yeah.
this one, unfortunately. But hey, we got John Boyega in the
Yeah.
role playing I believe the son of Idris Elba's character.
Yes. Yes.
Which is so cool, and the scale, the stakes look bigger in this film. You get like a whole team of these I don't know what they're even called, like they're
Kaijus.
the kaijus.
Yeah.
But the robots, what are the robots called?
I think they're called kaijus, aren't they?
That's the monsters.
Is that the monsters?
Yeah,
I
can't
think
remember what the
the robots are called robots.
yeah I'm not sure. Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
They're called droids on
Voltrons.
this podcast.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool. The trailer didn't blow me away when we initially saw it. I think it was Ragnarok when they played the trailer, but I just like this world that they set up, and I'm a sucker for basically Voltrons taking on Godzillas. I think that's so cool. So,
Nice.
and I like the whole team perspective, how it's like two guys or two people like engineer these droids together, right?
Yeah, it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
I have the first one. I haven't seen it yet, so you're saying
Really?
it's worth a watch?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah?
Man. Definitely.
All right. So I gotta pick it up then.
Yeah,
Well, I already own
it's
it.
a
so I
sleeper.
just
It's a
gotta-
surprise.
Well, Charlie Day, he's come back too. He's the
Is he?
he's the kind of little weirdo in a lot of films. He's in Horrible Bosses and that. He's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the lead.
Charlie Hunnam. Yeah,
That's who I was thinking.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was thinking Green Arrow, because he would make the perfect Green Arrow.
yeah. He's from Sons of Anarchy. Awesome show.
Yeah, so I've heard.
And King Arthur.
Yeah.
It's decent, guys. Like,
Didn't make my list last year. I'll just say that.
All right, my number 6 is Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, coming out in
Wow.
June 22nd. Yeah,
number 6 for Mr. Jurassic Park himself.
Yeah, it's the trailer didn't wow me. I like I've said before, I love this franchise, love it to death. It directed me into my career more or less, but I'm worried that it's fallen into the trap of a Jurassic Park sequel,
Right.
where they're trying to find excuses or reasons to go back to the island to run around and get chased by dinosaurs, by something newer and by something bigger. I would have liked if they really committed to bringing these, like they did in Lost Worlds, kind of bring the dinosaurs to mainland, to the United States. And like I said, go back and revisit Gareth Edwards' Monsters, kind of an indie film he did before he did Rogue One. It's brilliant. That's how they should adapt Jurassic Park. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm looking forward to this film. It's going to be goofy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chris Pratt's great. You're going to see dinosaurs running around. And hopefully it's just a good, fun movie.
Nice. Unfortunately, this didn't make my list, but I am looking forward to seeing it, and I will see it opening day. Probably with you two.
Likely.
Yeah, well, not me. I'm not a Jurassic Park guy.
No, really?
I think we were talking on the podcast a little while back, and can't remember who pitched the idea, but it would have been cool to make it more of like a District 9 kind of.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's
you were saying
like
that.
get the Monsters.
Yeah, and I
It's
think
like
that'd
that,
be
go
so
watch that
cool.
film. It's really
It's
good.
really good, but
Yeah.
that'd be so different because we've seen this over and over again.
Yeah.
This park of
Yeah.
the dinosaurs, and they let loose and whatever the case is. But I think it'd be really cool if they went the route that you mentioned, and they're kind of living on equal terms almost, and then somebody oversteps their boundaries, and then like a war breaks out
And
between
then they
them.
vote and
Yeah.
stuff. And,
And then the Flintstones come in there.
oh,
and
that'd
they've
be
got this crazy
amazing.
world.
Yeah.
Like,
John
why
Goodman
did-
comes back.
Well, why do they keep bringing kids to these islands?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
Stop
would
bringing-
not bring my kid to
Stop bringing
Jurassic
children.
Park.
Stop bringing children to these islands.
No, yeah,
There's no need for
crazy.
it. No
It's
need
crazy.
for it.
Tomfoolery.
All right, we're at our halfway point with our list with
All
the
right.
countdowns. Number 5.
Number 5, Deadpool. Number 2, The Deuce.
Ooh.
This would be higher if I knew Deadpool was coming back for a trilogy, but as I said, with all the X-Men films, there's an asterisk beside him, and there's kind of a dark cloud besides all the X-Men Fox films, because this could be the last time. So, having that shared universe really adds to your excitement to see the film, because you're like, okay, well, that was cool. Let's see what's next. And this one, you're just like, okay, it's a one and done. It's kind of like going back to the 90s, where it's just like the standalone superhero film. So for me, it's number 5, but it easily could have been 2 or 3.
Yeah, the last one, man, had some of the best marketing I've seen
Yes.
for a film, and it's really been lacking here. And even when they do hit us with some kind of the marketing, it just doesn't hit the same way as the last film did. I'm still not sold completely on the Cable look. I know a lot of people like it, and that's cool, but for me, it's still like, I guess Cable's kind of hard to pull off because you gotta make him look kind of realistic too. So you can't just make him this brooding
Humongous.
human being. Yeah, it just doesn't work. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in the film for sure. It's on my list actually, but I'm not crazy about it, but it is higher obviously than the other films I've mentioned. So
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's on my list here too. And it does come out June 1st, so the marketing may have not picked up because I think we were used to it when it first came out. It came out in February, right?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so this time of year, we were seeing the marketing in full form.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we're getting everything. And it was like this guerrilla rogue marketing. It was awesome.
it's crazy.
And I'm hoping we've seen some of it. They did that weird,
Painting one.
Bob Ross
Yeah.
painting. It's kind of funny. And they had that family picture over Thanksgiving of Deadpool and Cable and all that,
Yeah.
all Domino, all the characters
Yeah.
there. So they're starting down a similar weird line. But I'm hoping what they do with this film is there's an after credits scene where they fully acknowledge the buyout by Disney.
Yeah.
And like it's just Deadpool getting in a taxi saying like, I guess I'm moving now. And they keep this franchise alive. I think they're gonna get a number 3 out of this. No, if this one does as well, or even 3/4 as well as the first one, which I think it will,
Yeah.
they're gonna get a number 3, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun because it's gonna be able to reference the MCU, but not really directly be in it. It's the only thing that can translate over.
Yeah.
I think out of all of the Fox universe, you could maybe get away with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine,
Yeah.
and just pretend that none of it ever exists because that's what they do anyways.
Yeah.
But I think you can get away with that for Deadpool too.
Yeah, I agree with you because even before the buyout, they've been doing it, right? We saw the helicarrier kind of
Yes.
pop up.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And we saw the after credits. Like, were you expecting Samuel Jackson to show up? Like,
Yeah.
he calls all that stuff out, right?
Yeah.
So I think
it's just gonna be more
it'll
prominent.
be more of that.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's me, right? Wait, we're on 5.
5,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're on 5. So my number 5 is Han Solo.
Wow.
I've never been crazy big on this film in the first place being announced. I think we can go so many other places in this world of Star Wars, and coming off the heels of Last Jedi, I'm totally back in Star Wars, but I was a little let down obviously by The Last Jedi. So this movie goes a little bit lower for me. I'm anticipating it though. I think it's going to be okay. I don't know. We haven't gone to trailer. We haven't really gone to anything. I think actually just today or yesterday we saw something of him in a spaceship. Like we finally saw like his hands, like the gloves.
Yeah,
Is that
Ron Howard
speeder?
tweeted something out for the New Year's. Yeah,
Yeah. So we finally saw something
like a
like that. but-
dragster almost.
Yeah, but just the marketing, like we need something here because it's been pretty shaky this whole production, and I think we need more than just hearing that Ron Howard's back on track with this movie. We
Yeah.
need some kind of image or something of Lando. even,
Yeah, I've
right?
heard something's coming soon,
Yeah,
but yeah, we need something to just finally put to bed all of the unrest.
yes,
Everyone's kind of like, I don't really know what to think about this film because I've literally not seen anything.
right.
Yeah.
And so we just need something. We all need to look at Aldrich Einreich as Han Solo. Like,
Yeah.
I just need to see what he looks like.
Exactly.
And like, I know Donald Glover's gonna kill it.
Yes.
Like, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And like, it's weird that's the most anticipated thing about this film for
know.
me is Donald Glover.
Well,
Yeah.
It's crazy because we've been lacking Lando in the new
Yeah.
trilogy, right? So it'd be cool to go back and get him in his youth because that's probably him at his best.
He's got to be coming in episode 9.
You
I
think?
hope so.
He's got to be one of the
Billy D comes back?
I think so.
I hope so.
He's got to be one of the people they're trying to call. Like he's gonna end up. It just makes sense, right? They're down to like 10 people in the Resistance. Who do you call? One of the old generals from the rebellion,
Yeah,
Lando
that
Calrissian.
makes sense.
Ghostbusters.
I hope so, especially because that movie's probably going to have some time that takes place after
Yeah.
episode 8. So
Exactly.
it makes sense, you know?
Exactly. All right, my number 5 is something that it's a bit obscure, especially on this list. It's called First Man,
Oh, the Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong biopic.
Cool.
So this is by Damien Chazelle. So he's the guy that did Whiplash
Oh, man.
and La La Land.
yeah.
So
and this
good.
cast is incredible. Ryan Gosling's playing Neil Armstrong. You've got John Berthel in here, Jason Clarke, who was in The Terminator, Kyle Chandler, Corey Stoll. Like, this is a stacked. Like, there's no trailer for it or anything, and it's just about the moon landing. That's
Nice.
like one of the pinnacles of history
Yeah.
for me. Like the concept of it and just being a sci-fi fan and having someone actually go and step on the moon. Like, I think it's so cool. I loved Apollo 13 back in the day when it was done. And I have a feeling it's going to take a very similar form, Ron Howard movie, that it has me intrigued. I've not seen a frame of it, but the cast, the director, and the concept just looks absolutely incredible to me. This to me is gonna be like one of those dark horse movies. It's just gonna play really well. So First Man is my number 5. That comes out October 1st.
Nice.
Damn, that wasn't even on my list, but now I'm like, jeez, I'm looking at what I can take out of here, swap it, because I love all these films from Whiplash and La La Land.
Yeah,
and I'm a huge Ryan Gosling fan.
Yeah, me too.
So
yeah.
And then Berthol, like we love that guy, right? So man, that sounds like a really great movie. I can't wait to hear the score too, because this guy always packs a great score with his films.
Yeah, and then this one's gonna really call for a great score.
Yes,
like it has that feel to it. It has like I don't know. There's something about just the cast and the concept and what they're actually going to be adapting here that really, really intrigues me.
That's great. Yeah. That's gonna be like some Oscar buzz right there.
Exactly. Like it's got that rattling around my head. Is that like you look at this list and it's very like, you know, comic book movie, and then I had to throw it like this is like we had Dunkirk. I still haven't seen it, but same sort of concept, right? It's like you look at the cast, you look at the director, you look at what they're adapting, you're like, wow, this is gonna be really good.
Everything's there.
Yeah. You think it's gonna be a musical?
I hope not.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Just like dancing around. All right, we are down on the home stretch here, Sunjay.
Number 4. Going to my boy, Steven Spielberg. He hasn't had a hit in a while, but why not bring everything that he made in the 80s and everything from our childhood together in Ready Player One? This trailer blew me away. In the theater, I remember watching it for Last Jedi, and I leaned over to Tim like, there's Harley Quinn, there's the Joker, there's Deathstroke. So, yeah, this thing looks fantastic. Barron really vouches for the book, and I think nostalgia is hot right now, and I think this will play well, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I think it's one of those movies that 3D will really do it justice, so I'm excited for it. This looks just like an all-out CGI fest, and sometimes those are just a ton of fun.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty cool. You mentioned it, like CGI Fest. It's kind of like what Avatar did when they finally put you in like the Avatar world. You know, they kind of had that transition, and that's much like what this film's doing, where it goes from, you know, live action to 3D animation, and the 3D animation looks pretty cool. And the cameos you mentioned, it's like your shirt that you got.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Christmas, because there's all these cameos in there. Like I saw Ryu and like Voltron, I think, and the car from
Iron Giant,
Iron
Future,
Giant,
DeLorean.
Like, there's so
that's
much
so
stuff
fantastic.
In there that's cool. And I mentioned I like Cyclops from the new class in X-Men, and he's the lead in this film. And he was great in Mud. Go back, I think 2014. He's the lead in Mud with McConaughey. So this kid has acting chops. So I can't wait to see this film. I think it's gonna be great.
Is it on your list?
It's not on my list though.
It's not on mine either.
It's not on my list.
Wow.
But I've never seen the trailer because everyone was talking about it, and I was like, whoa, this looks dope. But yeah, it's not on my list.
It made my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But I look at it and I don't know what it is. I just not. Like, I've heard really great things about the book too, but it just doesn't intrigue me enough, more so than any of these movies that I've mentioned. I don't even know if I'll see it in theaters, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to need a really strong review from you to go see it in theaters.
Harley Quinn and Joker were in it. Strong review.
It's done.
Go back to watch our Suicide Squad review, where I gave that a good review.
All right, Troy, number 4.
Yeah, number 4, I'm with Deadpool. Deadpool number 2. We pretty much went into it, so there's not much I can really say about it. But yeah, Deadpool number 2 is my number 4.
Deadpool 2, number 4 for me as well. We don't need to expand on that much more. But yeah, I'm sitting in the same place as you.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. All right, number 3. This is like the bronze medal if this was the Olympics.
Yes, it is.
Better choose wisely. I'm going with one of the standouts, Civil War. There was a lot. Black Panther.
Okay.
This claws his way up to number 3. I like what I've seen from the trailers. I really like the actor. I forget his name.
Chadwick Boseman.
That's the man.
Michael B. in there too, man.
Yeah. And
Angela Bassett.
And the CGI guy. You finally get to see
Andy
his face.
Serkis.
Andy Serkis is there. So, yeah, this is really intrigues me. I think this is going to do really well. I think this is going to be a surprise hit of the year. And just like what I've seen from everything from this movie. So, for it to be number 3, it's... up there.
Yeah, man, I'm right there with you. It's my number 3 too.
Nice.
I can't wait for this film. This is gonna be so good. The trailer is awesome. I Chadwick Boseman and Tom Holland were my standouts in Civil War. So I can't wait to see this world of Wakanda. It looks so cool. Looks exactly what it should be coming out of the comics.
Yeah.
With a touch of that Kirby flavor going on too. Like, man, this is so good, and I can't wait to see Michael B go up against Black Panther there. It's
Nice.
gonna be such a good fight. And Ryan Coogler can film action in such a cool way. You go back to Creed, he can handle it. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do in this, especially with, I think it's the same fight choreographer as they had from Civil War and Winter Soldier, I think.
Oh.
So that'd be cool to see those two go at it.
They're gonna be grinding
Nice.
hard.
Oh,
Like, it's
man.
gonna be good.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on my list too. It's not number 3,
Yeah.
but it's on my list. I think you're right, Sunjay. I think this is probably going to be the biggest breakout for 2018. I think Black Panther is going to is already a household name, but he's going to become even more so in his own universe here. This film it's just going to do big things, and it's going to move the needle for this character just the same way that Ragnarok did this year and Homecoming did this year as well. I think you're going to see this do the same amount of money as like a Ragnarok, like big money, and it's everything points to this being just an awesome film.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah. But my number 3 actually is Han Solo, or Solo, A Star Wars Story. So I've got this up there. I agree with you. Usually Star Wars films rock a bit higher on my most anticipated list. Last 3 years actually, I think they've all been Star Wars films at the top of my list. Yeah. This one falls down to number 3. It has nothing to do with so much the Star Wars itself. Just there's been a lot of like we've mentioned numerous times, kind of the behind the scenes here. It's not a film that we've seen any frames of, so I really don't know what to expect. So that's why it kind of takes a little bit of a kick below these next 2 movies, which are by far and above the most anticipated. And I'll throw my number 2 out here because we just finished talking about it. It's Black Panther.
Yeah. That's a good pick. I think we're all in agreement it's going to be a terrific film. And the good thing is we don't have to wait long.
No,
Yes.
February
February.
16th.
Oh.
Yeah, first one of the year. So bring it on.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. This was a tough choice. This almost made number 1. But Avengers Infinity War was number 2 for me.
Whoa.
And, this film...
Shut up.
This is going to be the most hyped film in years. Like, this is going to be, I think, Force Awakens hype. That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be like
It's
Force...
the 7th one. But
Yeah. This is going to be huge
semantics.
hype. And I think this is going to be a terrific film. Obviously, it's number 2 on my list. And I just can't wait for this. It's 10 years of build up. Do we finally get to see Thanos kick ass? And I was blown away by the trailer, as was everyone else. And there's no doubt in my mind this is going to be number 1 at the box office this year. If it's not,
100%. That's why we're taking it out of the
if it's
trap.
not, something went really wrong with this film.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, man, this movie's gonna just it's gonna kill it. Yeah, like you mentioned, we've been waiting 10 years to see this. We get to see everybody unite, except for the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, but we get to see Spidey and Black Panther and Thor and everyone. And when I saw that sneak footage or the leaked footage from Comic-Con, I was already like, whoa, mind blown. And then we got to see the real one. Man, I just love it. We're seeing Thanos kick ass right off the bat in this trailer. If we're seeing that in this trailer, God knows what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Him and his henchmen are going to do in this film. So I can't wait. This is number 1. I mean, come on. Like, spoiler, this is number 1 on my list.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I kind of had a sneaking suspicion it would be, but what if this was coming out the same year as Force Awakens? What would have been your number 1?
My God, I don't know. It's funny because let's reframe this. So there's Force Awakens versus Infinity War, or there's Last Jedi versus Infinity War.
Oh yeah, it's easily. If it's Last Jedi versus Infinity War, I'm going Infinity War. But if it's, I guess I can say it now because I know though, right?
Yeah, it's very hard.
The hype
the reason I put it that way is because you had 10 years of absence of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Before getting to The Force Awakens, so you have that anticipation level. Now you have 10 years of building into Infinity War. So you have that anticipation level.
Yeah.
To me, I think you still would have put Force Awakens ahead of it, I think, because I've spent 10 years of watching MCU films. And so The Force Awakens probably would have sat up there a little bit higher. But now you compare it to The Last Jedi, again, we have a bit of hindsight here.
Yeah.
But I don't know if my anticipation level would have been as high for The Last Jedi if Infinity War is coming out in the same year.
Normally with those questions, I always tend to lean towards Star Wars, just because I always feel like if I had to pick one or the other, I always have the comic books, right? I always have the Marvel comic books,
right?
So I always tend to lean over to the Star Wars universe when it comes to the movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
awesome.
But number 2 here is Spider-Man Into the Universe, Spider-Verse. Man, I love Miles Morales. This character, I think, was introduced like 2012ish. I want to say, I think it was, and like you, Tim, the only reason why I'm kind of nervous about this film is the fact is they're mentioning the Spider-Verse, and I think they need to get away with that. I think when it comes to this character especially, he can stand on his own 2 feet.
100%.
You don't need to lean off of the other characters that's come before him. You don't need Peter Parker in that sense. But the animation looks great. I've never seen animation like this before. Like you mentioned when we talked about on the podcast, like how it's like in and out of like the 2D style like animation that's going on. You know, like cell shaded.
It looks like comic book panels.
It really does. It looks so cool, and I can't wait to see this film. And man, they have some great talent behind this. It looks cool, and this is Sony. Like Sony's doing this. You know, so hats off to them, and I can't wait for this film for sure.
Yeah, Sony's been doing Spider-Man films for 17 years now, so
Long time.
They've made 5 of them, and I'd say 3 of them are good. So.
Well, they made 6, right? They made 6 as Homecoming, right?
Oh, okay. So if I include that, then I think they've done 4 out of 6. So they're batting at almost 67%.
That's just that they get a hard rep, but really they've done better with their properties of Spider-Man than Fox has done with X-Men.
Yeah.
Really, right? So
totally.
Yeah.
It's just the last 2, other than not Homecoming. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That rebooted universe that didn't land.
I didn't actually mind Amazing
Like
Spider-Man.
the first one's okay,
one.
yeah.
It's just, for me, it's Sam Raimi's number 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
those
true.
are just stinkers.
Yeah.
All right, number 1 films. Troy and I have already revealed that it's Avengers Infinity War for all the obvious reasons. You can go back and listen to our review of the trailer, and we're going to be talking a lot about Infinity War going forward here. You can expect that marketing machine to start ramping up here in the near future between the legends, the posters, the comic book tie-ins, everything we're going to get for this. It's going to be dominating the discussion up until May alongside Han Solo and a few other films here. But Sunjay.
Spoilers. What's my number 1? It's going to be Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
I thought so.
It comes out the same day as that other one.
Yeah, this is another Bumblebee. Well, he's not really a bumblebee as he's a bumble beast. You like that one?
You're really stretching there.
Aquaman, my man. The ride ain't over yet. The reason why this is number 1 for me is because I feel like if this film hits and does well, it'll give WB reason enough to stand behind the DC Extended Universe and, you know, take the failure of Justice League and go forward. I mean, if this film hits and is done really well and makes $600-700 million, I think that WB is going to be like, okay, you know, we have a universe, we have characters, we have pillars, we can continue, we don't need to reboot. And I think Aquaman, for me, this is the perfect way to do it. James Wan, horror director, but he has done action films like Fast and the Furious 7. He did the first Saw movie, he's done Insidious, he's done all like the good horror films that have come out in the last couple of years.
He did The Conjuring as well.
He did The Conjuring, yes, I was trying to think of that. He created Annabelle, and so James Wan can do no wrong in my eyes. He's slowly moving up the ranks to my favorite director.
Wow.
And I love the guy, and I love Jason Momoa, and the stuff is underwater. It's something that we've never seen before, where we have this whole world underwater. I mean,
that bubble.
But the only thing is that he says he's not doing that.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing, that there's some misdirect between him and the Justice League studio, because that whole thing that we were introduced to in Justice League, which we all thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not in my film.
It just needs a way to get dialogue where you didn't have to be underwater.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that. This could be the best underwater film since Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
They go underwater in that.
Under Naboo, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The gun.
So hopefully it's better received than those. But yeah, I'm excited for it, and I'm a DC fanboy, so sue me.
Well, that wraps it up for our most anticipated list. I'll be documenting this and putting it on the website. We will be revisiting this in about 51 weeks or so.
Oof.
Oh, not that much time.
So I'm going to make a commitment this year already to try to watch all of my most anticipated. I didn't quite get there in 2017, but it looks like it's going to be an absolutely fantastic year for film watching. And Avengers Infinity War, man, is that going to be something else.
It's going to kick ass.
It
Yeah,
is.
bring it on.
And that's why we're removing that from this new thing that we're doing, our box office fantasy draft. Avengers Infinity War is not allowed to be picked.
Boo.
Because it's like picking Wayne Gretzky or Sidney Crosby. They're just too good and too big.
Yeah.
You would have been singing a different tone if you had this number 3 that I have right now.
I would be leading the torches like, no way, we're including Infinity War.
What we're going to snake through the table here. So we're going to start with Sunjay, go to Troy. I'm going to do 2 picks, and we're going to go back through. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick films based off of what we think their box office total is going to be. And at the end of the year, we're going to add up all of our individual 5 films, no repeats, and whoever has the most money accumulated in box office domestically. I'm going to say domestically, not worldwide, domestically. So keep that in consideration. So release dates matter. Is going to win something. We're going to put a poll up to see what they win, or maybe there's a punishment for the loser. That's probably a little bit more fun to do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe some sort of dress up. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Or
down the road.
dress down.
We've got, like I said, 51 weeks to figure this out, or just maybe under, depending on the release dates and how they're picked. So I'm going to document this as we go and try to avoid overlaps. But Sunjay, with the first pick in the first annual Nerd Room box office fantasy
Doesn't mouth
draw or something.
All right, so
Fantasy pool. That makes more sense.
it'll be like the NFL draft. With the first pick in the Nerd Room fantasy draft, Team Sunjay would like to select from Hollywood, California, Solo, A Star Wars Story.
Oh, you son of a gun.
You shot first on that one, eh?
Yeah, well, the thing is, this didn't make my list, but it still has the words A Star Wars Story in the title. So to me, the minimum this makes is at least 400 million in North America. At least.
Okay.
So I'm playing it safe. I think maybe, this will come in at number 2, but I'm playing it safe. Solo, Star Wars Story. Troy, you're on the board.
All
Pick
right,
number
man.
2.
I'm calling out Disney here. I'm going with Black Panther. Marvel's Black
Wow.
Panther. Yeah, that's a lock for me. Marvel has such a good rep going on right now. Everything they do is printing money. So I don't know domestically what this thing could possibly do. Do we have to give those numbers right now?
No.
Okay.
You're just kind of saying it's going to do better than your next picks.
Yeah.
Something.
So Black Panther.
Black Panther. Okay.
All right.
Now I got 2 picks here in a row. You guys have taken my 2 top, of course.
Give this man a shield.
Get this man a shield.
That sounded kind of like a poo from The Simpsons.
I'm not good at impressions. So
I'm perfect. Haven't you seen my Terminator impersonation?
Yeah, that was great last week. By the way.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Please go revisit that if you didn't. It's not good.
I just forgot about that. Now it's back. It's fresh.
Okay, I'm really struggling here. I'm gonna take Jurassic World 2.
Okay,
that's
safe,
good.
good one.
Yeah, and I'm going to take. I really want to take. I don't know if I can leave. How many of these I can leave on here on the board? I'm gonna take Incredibles 2.
Oh,
that's a good one.
You jerk.
Son of a
That
gun.
was
That's a
up
good
there
one.
for me.
Yeah, you sunk my battleship.
Okay, Troy, you're up next.
That's me.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2 for sure. I'm gonna go with that. Did pretty good last time around. Was it 2016?
Yep.
Yeah, Deadpool 2.
Yeah, no, I think he made over 350 million last time, and sequels normally make more than the first. So
Yeah.
I mean, this thing could do 400 million. I could see.
Yeah.
It's not inconceivable.
Yeah.
Let's keep with the superhero, shall we? Let's keep with the MCU. I'm gonna do Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Keep that one, and I like superheroes. I'm gonna take my boy Jason Momoa, Aquaman.
I was
yeah,
wondering.
you can
I was
take
wondering
that.
why you can have
You
that.
can have that one.
Oh,
That's
okay,
all
fine.
you-
I'm gonna take back that pick and choose something else.
No, nobody wants them.
Well, you know what comes out? Well, I was talking about release dates. Bumblebee comes out the same day as Aquaman.
Oh yeah.
I did take
Yeah.
that into consideration, and you know what? I think it might move. I think they might move it ahead of Spider-Man, and because the film's gonna be done by the time December rolls around.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've already moved it 3-4 times. So what's another moving time?
So we just cross it over the poster.
I don't know. Bumblebee has that much excitement. I mean, the last Transformers tanked in
Yeah.
North America.
I guess it's North America. We're not talking globally.
and
here, so that's something to
Bumblebee is
consider.
not as popular as Optimus Prime. It's kind of a weird character. It's like doing a
I think
Cyclops.
John Cena's in it, is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
And the girl from Pitch Perfect and Edge of 17, Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Oh.
could play well in the sticks. All right, Troy
Is
the
that
boy.
me?
Yeah.
It is me. I'm going with my man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah, man, because this is animated. You're gonna grab those kids for sure. You're gonna grab all the grown men like me that love Spider-Man. So, yeah, I'm going with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Nice pick.
Okay. Now it's time to start picking some dark horses here.
All right.
I think I got to get away. I'm gonna take Wrinkle in Time.
Wow, with the Oprah Winfrey film.
Yeah,
That's a good call. Those kids.
It's also a Disney. It's the closest to the adaptation of a Beauty and the Beast type film.
Yeah, that's right.
And and the thing is too, when you look at it, the problem is March is insane.
Yeah.
Like March, the lineup, you get A Wrinkle in Time, March 9th, following week Tomb Raider, week after that Pacific Rim, the week after that Ready Player One. March is packed.
Yeah.
But I think I gotta take something like this to be a difference maker. It may be an absolute bomb, but
You
who
never
knows?
know.
And then what am I gonna take here next? I'm gonna have to take this one's gonna be a bit more strategic, I think. How much do you think Johnny Depp's presence in Fantastic Beasts is gonna affect that movie?
Oh yeah, shoot.
I haven't heard much about that, to be honest with you.
How did the first one do?
It did
I
well.
think it did okay.
Worldwide.
Worldwide?
North America,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, North America, the X only gets that UK audience, right? But if
Yeah.
you're just keeping it domestic,
I think it'll still do over 200 mil.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take Ready Player One then.
Oh, you jerkhole.
Whoa.
You jerkhole. Now I'm not going to go see the movie.
Just stole all your cameos. Huh.
All right, well, you can play at that game.
Troy up number 4. So you've got
Number 4?
yeah.
I'm keeping it kid friendly here. I'm going Wreck-It Ralph number 2.
Oh!
Yeah, man.
I
Yes.
knew I shouldn't have picked
Yes.
Aquaman.
I still would have picked up.
Yeah, I would never picked on
That could have been your
That's
last
like in the
pick.
negative.
All right, all
All right,
right.
Sunjay, 2 back to back here, and then we'll all do our final picks. You're gonna get
Alright.
your second to last and last pick in here, Sunjay.
All right, so my second to last, I'm going to go a little off the board. Mission Impossible 6.
Ooh.
Henry Cavill, Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
Ah, it smells like a bomb
And Renner's in
already.
there too, right, Jeremy?
Jeremy Renner, yeah, the Red Man.
Poor guy didn't get to take that franchise over.
Just like the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, we're gonna give it to you. Oh, sorry. The original actor wants to come back. You're out.
Pretty much.
And my last pick, I'm going to go something a little bit off the board here. Well, not really that off the board. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm going to go with Venom.
Oh.
Let's just see what he does.
Oh man, the end of that smells like bombs.
Eesh.
Okay, Troy, your last pick in the box office finish draft.
This one's tricky. It's a tie between the two. I'm gonna go Pacific Rim 2 though.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, I'm
thinking
gonna go
that.
Pacific Rim. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pacific Rim 2, but I was gonna say something weird, which was Mamma Mia number 2.
Oh.
I think that could be, it's a little shaky. It can grab that audience,
Yeah.
but I'm sticking with Pacific Rim 2.
All right,
Sequels.
I'm not left with a ton here. Maybe 50 Shades Freed. Nope.
Highest trailer count maybe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So really, for me at this point, the funny thing is that this year, other than Infinity War,
Yeah.
there's not a big December film. Like you got Aquaman, yeah, and Bumblebee, and Mary Poppins Returns
Oh yeah.
that comes out on the 25th.
Spider-Man is December.
Yeah, Spider-Man,
right?
December
Yeah.
14th. But I'm really now between Dark Phoenix and Fantastic Beasts 2.
Ooh.
So Dark Phoenix didn't really. I don't see it doing well because Apocalypse didn't do great.
No.
It still did like over 150 million. Like it's still top 10.
I really want to put Fantastic Beasts 2 in here.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how it's going to play domestically is the problem.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Is that because those Harry Potter films do really well overseas,
Yeah.
particularly in the UK and that, right? So am I going to go out on a limb here? Are we missing anything big? Probably.
I
So-
have one that I'm thinking, but I don't want to say because I don't want you to take it.
Like I'm almost want like
Mary
you're
Poppins,
done.
y'all.
You're already done. You already got 5.
I know, so I don't want to tell you. I want you to make your pick first.
Breakout. What's gonna be a breakout this year? I don't know. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go.
Robin Hood, because there's not enough of those.
Yeah.
It's a very original story. It's never been done before. I think it's gonna be a huge hit, just like King Arthur was this year.
Ugh. I'm gonna go Fantastic Beasts too.
All right. The one film I was gonna choose, I was debating between Venom and this, was Creed 2. Because we haven't talked about that. And the first one was a surprise hit, and this one is gonna have Ivan Drago's son in it.
Yeah, supposedly rumor has it, right?
Is Michael Biehn back in it?
He is,
Yeah.
but Rocky's not directing it, and neither is Coogler.
Yeah.
That's the
Is Stallone in it though?
Stallone is in it.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, the general audience doesn't even pay attention to the directors. As long as Stallone's in it and Michael B's in it, people are gonna go see it.
Yeah.
But I wonder how well that will.
The problem is what happens with these sequels is that you have a director like Coogler come on, do something really good, and then they try to pick up the momentum, and they forget about how much the director actually does for the film. Like Michael B, I love the guy, and Stallone, sure, he can hold his own in that role, and if they're doing something a bit different with Drago's son, that's kind of a cool concept. But can you do it without a Coogler in the driver's seat? It might be a bit more difficult. I don't think it may make a bit of money, but if we're talking about big films here, I think for the most part we've got them covered. I think I got a few more dark horses than I would have liked.
Dark Phoenix, surprising me, didn't get picked. I think that'll be a top 10 film.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You don't think it'll make top 10?
No.
No, I don't think so.
So what are your guys' predictions box office? Do you think it does over or under 175 mil?
What?
Dark Phoenix?
Dark Phoenix.
Opening weekend?
No, like total.
Oh, okay.
I was like, opening weekend? Hell no.
It's like, won't do 75.
I don't know. I think it'll do between 60 and 80, I think. Opening weekend.
Yeah,
opening weekend?
I think, like, honestly, like, realistically, max, like, 85 opening. Like,
I don't even think it'll do that high.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking, like Winter Soldier opened to that.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm curious now to see where X-Men Apocalypse finished at the 2015 or 2016.
Was it 65 that one did?
I can't
Apocalypse?
remember.
Was
Opening weekend.
Was it 90? Or...
Like, it did okay. Like, it did almost
Because it was right
200.
off the tail end of Days of Future Past.
Such a
right?
good film.
Which was great.
Yeah. So, to kind of wrap this conversation up, what do you think will be, outside of Infinity War, what do you think will be the biggest film of the year? Obviously, you think it's Solo, Sanjay.
Absolutely.
Do you agree with that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that one.
Even if it's a complete stinker, say it comes out and it's like...
It has Star Wars attached to it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be so front loaded too, right? Yeah. I think it's going to do well, but if you look at the two areas that are crazy is March, and then once you get into May and into June, so you go Solo: A Star Wars Story comes out in May 25th. The following week you get Deadpool 2. I can't remember if I've already said this. I think I have already said this. Ocean's 8, The Incredibles 2, and then Jurassic World. So you've got back to back to back 5 weeks of blockbusters.
Yeah.
That are going to be chewing into Solos. Like, it's going to be so front loaded. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 150 to 170, say, opening weekend. But your longevity isn't going to be there because you're going to yank all of your adult audiences away the next weekend with Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the fans, it's going to be the repeat viewerships that's going to get this up because none of these other movies are probably going to have the rewatchability that, say, a Star Wars film does.
Yeah.
But they're still going to be chewing into the audience all the way through 4 weeks after its run. So it's gonna do well, but it's gonna have some stiff competition coming into that. So,
do you think those other films though should move? I mean, Deadpool 2, if Solo is actually like a really good film, it's gonna bulldoze Deadpool 2.
I don't
I
really
don't
know.
think it can hold its own against Star Wars. Like, nothing can.
No, nothing really can. But is Deadpool looking again for a very specific audience? Like, Deadpool isn't chasing over half or 3/4 of the Star Wars audience, which is catering to the PG, right?
Right.
And this isn't a hard R.
Yeah.
So you're taking a small portion away, the adult end of it, right? Yeah. 18 plus away from Star Wars to go see Deadpool 2, and some people aren't into that type of humor, so I don't think you're taking a ton away. Deadpool 2 it's like if you're putting Star Wars and Incredibles 2 back to back, or even Jurassic World 2, then you're starting to really chew into each other's audiences big time because they're very heavily overlapping. Deadpool 2 doesn't overlap with that much of it. So, well, we're going to be at the theater back to back.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, I'm going to just tell everyone to go see Solo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to start promoting Star Wars.
So you're going to be wearing Chewbacca costume.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a lot of fun, Sunjay. I'm glad you suggested that. I look forward to seeing how this turns out throughout the year as the meter moves, as these box office numbers start to drop. We'll keep a running tally on the website, thenerdroom.net, of this, just to see who's in first as we go into the subsequent months and the movie releases. So I'm really looking forward to this, and we'll throw the poll up online after the episode drops as to what I'm going to say punishment. I like that a bit better. A bit better. Should be for the loser of the first box office fantasy draft.
I got it. Okay, the loser, whoever comes in last place, has to watch the movie Fantastic Four, like four-tastic, 4 times in a row.
Or do
Non-stop.
Or do all 4 of the movies. Watch all 4.
Oh, yeah.
Like the one that you can only watch on like
on YouTube.
But YouTube.
Yeah.
And then you got to watch the 2000s, the early 2000s. And then
I like that.
The Josh Trank one.
Yeah, it's
that will be one of the
day.
things on the vote.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right, guys, that was a absolute ton of fun talking about 2018. It looks like it's going to be a very big year for Nerd, a very big year for us, and we look forward to reviewing all these movies that we've talked about, as well as getting into our Nerd Year resolutions and kind of following up with comic books, collecting, and everything nerd. And if you guys would like to be a part of the show and let us know your Nerd Year resolutions, what your most anticipated films are looking like, and who you think made the best picks in the box office
Sunjay.
fantasy drafts, maybe. We'll see. You got the first pick, so you walked away with solo there. Let us know by emailing us at thenerdrm@gmail.com. You can hit us up on our Facebook, our YouTube pages. You can always grab us on Twitter. We're always kind of hanging out there. Our handles are at the end of the episode. And you can always hit us up on thenerdroom.net as well, where we're posting articles periodically about things we don't quite get to on the podcast. Now look out for announcements on our next new podcast, the Nerd Room Detours, and when we're going to be dropping that and what the format is going to actually looking like in the next coming weeks. We're also going to be picking up our MCU retrospective series coming up here in the next couple of weeks with Iron Man 3. We've just started watching that, getting into it, doing the research. So we'll be putting that episode out in the near term. So look out for that. It's going to be a fun couple weeks in the Nerd Room here. We've got Rebels returning at some point here. And so we're picking back up the show. We've got to catch up with the last few episodes as well. We plan on dropping that episode as we drive into the mid-season, the end of Star Wars Rebels, by doing the last few episodes that we have yet to get to at this point. But we will get to them, and we will review them.
A quick question here. What will we get first? A trailer for the new half of Rebels or the Han Solo trailer?
New half of Rebels.
Okay.
I'll say Han Solo trailer because I have a financial interest in Han Solo now. It's my new favorite
Sunjay's
movie.
now committed to Star Wars, more so than ever. I do not want to watch those Fantastic Four films. All right, guys, for our 2018 most anticipated episode and for the Nerd Room, it's been an absolute blast, guys. And that's about it.
Yeah.
So, I'm Tim.
Happy New Year. I'm Troy.
And I'm Sunjay.
And thank you very much for entering the Nerd Room for the first time in 2018. And we look forward to having you guys here throughout the rest of the year. We will see you next week.
Ride ain't over yet.
My man. This has been a Nerd Room podcast production. You can find our hosts, Tim, Troy, and Sunjay on Twitter at TheNerdRM, TroyTheBoy87, and Sunjabby. For more content from the Nerd Room, check out thenerdroom.net. And don't forget to subscribe to the Nerd Room on iTunes, Podbean, and YouTube. Be sure to head over to StarWarsCommonwealth.com to find more podcasts in the Star Wars Commonwealth Podcast Network, including Talk Star Wars, Tumbling Saber, Generation X-Wing, Rogue Squadron Podcast, Skyrim Podcast, and San Diego Sabres. Follow the Star Wars Commonwealth on Twitter at SW Commonwealth and take your first steps into a larger world.